From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Why did it happen to Banco?
I don't know. It might be because of the gender. It might be because they had an altercation before. We don't know. I wish I did know.
A grieving father is telling his story right now on KPIX News. We sit down with the father of Banco Brown. He shares his thoughts about the shooting that took his son's life and set off protests in San Francisco. Plus, a bizarre baseball battle has fans in a complete uproar why the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence were disinvited to a Pride Night event in Los Angeles.
And we're tracking that marine layer still laying strong right now just near the Golden Gate Bridge. A lot better visibility off on our inland East Bay. We have cooler temperatures around the corner. I'll show you by how much coming up in your first alert forecast.
And it is already busy on the freeways. We have two separate traffic alerts, one in the South Bay, one along 880. Details coming up.
We start this morning with the interview that is making national headlines. The father of Banco Brown sitting next to civil rights attorney John Burris talking to our Reed Cowan. Banco Brown was shot and killed during a struggle with a security guard, Michael Earl Wayne Anthony, at a Walgreens. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins will not file charges against the guard. And now there are new calls for the state attorney general and the Department of Justice to step in. Here's Reed Cowan.
Banco Brown's father says Banco's last moments included the ability to give his dad's name and number to police. But by the time police called Terry Brown, Banco was dead. Now, before we continue with this story, we need to let you know that Terry Brown is going to refer in this story to Banco as his daughter, China Brown, using she as a pronoun. Mr. Brown says while he supported Banco's gender transition and name change, Banco will always be his little girl. Listen.
It's the interview Terry Brown did not want to do. Reliving moments that came the day a Walgreens security guard fired a fatal shot as Banco Brown backed out of the store.
Just getting that news that morning, that on the 28th, that Friday morning, just changed my whole world. The examiner called me, told me that they had my daughter, China Brown.
Brown was dead. Terry Brown learning death did not come before Banco was able to tell police where to find him.
She said her name, told the police her name, and gave me your phone number. So I'm like, I knew it was her. And I just broke down. And it was just the worst day of my life to hear that. I was screaming, yelling, no, this can't be true. And it took like about 20 to 25 minutes for me to recover.
Brown waited days as leaders and activists demanded District Attorney Brooke Jenkins release the surveillance video. When Jenkins relented and released, the images of Banco Brown in what appears to be a chokehold before the fatal shot went viral.
Have you seen the surveillance video?
No,
Tell me why you've chosen not to see it.
because I don't want that memory in my head. He did her wrong. He did her wrong. Like they said, like he was choking her, throwing her around like a rag dog. They said the way the video is, like an old lynching or something. Like he beat her, then shot her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still like, I don't understand it.
If you had that power, where would you hit pause? Where would you hit stop? And what would you say?
Right at this door. Right at the door. Like right when he right there like that, stop.
Terry Brown knows of the criticisms about Banco and the problems of theft plaguing the Bay Area. Grab and run crime is real where we live, but he says
That was too far. That went too far. You using force over snacks? Something that's not even $10? You using deadly force? No, I don't support that. Little kid, teenagers, they go in the stores and take stuff, put it in their pocket. Like, no, does that mean you can go in the store and they could just, a little kid there and snatch him up like that and choke him out? No, that's not right. That's not right. Grown or little, no, I don't support that.
Why did it happen to Banco?
I don't know. It might be because of the gender. It might be because they had an altercation before. We don't know. I wish I did know, but I don't know. I can't answer that.
I can't imagine what he's going through right now. Well, we have learned that the district attorney's own report reveals this directive from the security firm KPIX. It says that on April 27th, the day Banco Brown died, an abrupt policy change directed guards to, quote, engage in hands-on recovery of merchandise and, quote, actively work to retrieve or recover any stolen items once it was clear that the individual intended to leave the store without paying. So our news team reached out to the district attorney's office after Terry Brown's interview for her response, but we have not heard back. Police Chief Bill Scott also faced questions about the case during a police commission meeting yesterday. He said the DA's report to police was missing a recommendation about whether or not to charge the guard. Take a listen.
In this particular one, to my knowledge, there was no recommendation of charges. Does that ever happen? Typically, it doesn't happen very often. To my knowledge, there was not any recommendations or non-recommendations to charge. The case was presented.
Civil rights attorney John Burris told CNN he is moving forward with filing a lawsuit in this case soon. Switching gears now, looking live outside for you on this Thursday morning. Our pal's back. What did we end up naming him?
I don't remember.
Was it
his
Yerba?
name.
Did we pick Yerba?
Oh, I think we did pick Yerba. This is Yerba, everybody at home.
I like
morning.
Fred. I think something more like that, because you don't know where Fred might end up. He might end up somewhere else.
Viewers, feel free to email us.
Yeah,
this morning
please let us know. But I'm glad our friend is back. It looks like he's having a nice morning, but it is a little chillier outside.
It is, and if seagulls could wear jackets, I would highly suggest them to do so this morning. It's chilly out there, folks, and as we head outside and get ready for the day, here's the good news. I mean, the weather, it's not inconvenient by any means. This is a standard day for us, waking up with some chillier temperatures. Current temperatures right now actually sitting in the low 50s just near Concord, where visibility right behind this, you can actually see it's relatively good. Compared to our coastline, where I'll show you that in a second, we're still dealing with that thick marine layer, causing some issues when it comes to visibility, especially on the roads in certain pockets. So let's start off in the East Bay. Current temperatures right now, 52 degrees in Danville, 52 in Livermore, 52 even up in Fairfield. As we head a little bit more south, we're a little bit warmer right now, 56 in San Jose and all throughout the Santa Clara Valley. Here we go all the way up along the peninsula. 50s just near San Francisco, 48 in San Rafael. Now, the winds are coming in relatively light right now. The winds are going to be an issue later this afternoon, though, especially near San Francisco, gusting anywhere up to 30 miles per hour. So this is a live look at the Golden Gate Bridge right now. Visibility at the surface level, okay, but yeah, that marine stratus layer is still holding pretty low. We'll have more on how long that's going to last coming up in your first alert forecast. But for now, Gianna, how are the roads looking out there, besides this one right behind me?
Yeah, no, foggy there. We've got limited visibility in some spots, so be extra careful as you hit the roadways because of that marine layer. So Highway 1, 280, just a heads up there. But we do have a couple of traffic alerts as well. So a very busy start to your Thursday morning commute. I'm showing you a map of the South Bay, San Jose, North 101, near Alum Rock. That's where we've got a crash blocking the left lane. Once you're past that point, you can see speeds are back up to the limit at 70 miles per hour. But approaching the accident, you're down about 7 miles per hour. That is a slow commute, 13 minutes, 85 to that 680, 280 connector if you're taking 101. So we'll keep an eye on that. Use 280 as an alternate. And this exit ramp, 66 from South 880, still completely shut down due to an oil spill. It's been out there for several hours. Use Hagenberger as an alternate.
Gianna, thank you. Let's take a look at our other top stories we're following this morning. And we are getting new clues as to why police say a California dad purposely drove his family off a San Mateo County cliff. Just unsealed court documents obtained by the SF Chronicle reveal a deeper look into Dharmesh Patel's mental health. So he is accused of intentionally driving his Tesla off a Devil's Slide cliff earlier this year in an attempt to kill his family. The Southern California man claimed to be checking on a flat tire when that incident happened, but a CHP officer who saw the crash site found no signs of Patel pulling over. And Patel's wife reportedly told rescuers, quote, he said he was going to drive off the cliff. He purposely drove off. And everyone in that car survived that 250-foot plunge. The man charged with killing Cash App founder Bob Lee is expected to be arraigned this morning. Nima Momeni's attorney says her client will plead not guilty. Prosecutors say Momeni stabbed Lee to death on April 4th after a dispute over Momeni's sister. Court documents indicate he was concerned his sister was using drugs with Lee.